friends, it's Bree. Welcome back to the channel for another part of our Whimsy Let's Play. We are here with Miss Nic, basically right where we left off in the last episode. We are taking it back completely old school and dumpster diving for the first time in so long. I wanted to start here. Basically, I have an idea for what we're going to do with this episode, but I wanted to start right here, basically where we left off, because I am wanting to get some bits and bobs for Nic. So not in this episode, probably most likely in the next episode, we are going to jump back into knickknacks and kind of play around with her store, Kindle store, if you guys remember. However, we are running really short on her bits and bobs. I think that's what they're called. It looks like we just have about 100 of each, and she has only 2 candles. I want to say when I brought the store over, the candles did not come with them, so the store is looking pretty bare, and I want to get a few candles that just so that we can open up. So that's why we're starting here, going back to Miss Nic's core and just diving for some treasures. I'm kind of hoping that we get more so the, what are they called, like the burnt items than money or anything like that. That way we can go back home and recycle those and get some of those bits and bobs here. Oh, and it looks like she found a good luck charm. Nic got a luck charm. She can't totally tell, but she is pretty sure this charm might be affecting her luck. It looks like she got the freezer bunny foot, so I'm guessing that's probably like good luck. I really don't know anything about like this, and I can't remember what this came with. I think it came with the fairy pack, didn't it? I'm not entirely sure, but we could either sell that or turn it into bits and bobs, or we can keep it. I might keep it just to see if maybe she gets any high ticket items while dumpster diving. Isn't it just like so nostalgic seeing our little Nic just diving for dumpsters? Like, do you guys remember back in the day when she had absolutely nothing to her name, and this is just like the best way to make any kind of money in this game? Oh, memories. I'll tell you what though, she is not getting anything good or anything that we can use to recycle. Okay, so we got a brunch chair, very cool, some houndstooth dye, which I want to say that used to be a bug to where you would use the dye for different things and it wouldn't like use up, so you had just like an infinite amount. I think that, and also the wax, but I think that maybe got fixed. Oh, yay! Oh my gosh, Nikki got a bike. So I do remember she used to have a bike from like the very beginning of the series. Let me go ahead and place it. I want to see what this bike... She was taking a nap. She used to have a bike like this at the very beginning of the series. I think it was actually a lot cuter than this one. But, you know, new save, new Nic. She no longer has that. So I'm excited that she has that bike. So we'll definitely keep that to just kind of get around town a little bit easier. Okay, honey, I want you to continue doing this as much as you can, but it looks like she's still pretty sick, you guys, so I don't know if I want to push her too much. I just don't want anything to happen to her. But here is Nox. I want to actually come over here. So we didn't actually... Oh my gosh. Okay, so hold on. Let me finish my thought first. We didn't actually meet him the last time he came, so I want to get reacquainted with him so we can kind of have him as a friend. New family dynamic, supportive. Some older Sims have a knack for providing reassurance and emotional support for their younger family members. I love that is actually Miles. I just think that he has come so far and has just become like the best person. I just love him so much. The older Sims can serve as a good role model, sharing their many life experiences to help guide the younger Sim through life. Recently, it seems like Miles and Juniper have this type of relationship. I love that so much. When family members have a supportive family dynamic, both Sims will actively provide affection and compliments to each other. The older Sim will actively seek to console or cheer up the younger Sim, and the younger Sim feels comfortable venting complaints or asking for help a bit more. Would you say Miles and Juniper have a supportive family dynamic? Absolutely. No questions asked. For sure they do. Oh my gosh, I like that they get along. I think it's just because they're very similar people, her and Nox. So I think that's super cute. But I do want to become friends with him again. Let's enthuse about fabrication and just kind of chat here for a second. Do you remember being our friend? I don't think that we were like the best friends, but we were definitely. Okay, so she didn't get any inspiration, but we definitely had a little bit of a relationship. Okay, so can I come here? Yes, so she still has some deals to dive for. And then what is this? Miles has unlocked the motivating special touch for family recipes by not experiencing a negative moodlet for 3 days. He is so happy. I don't think I've actually ever played with the family recipes. Maybe that is something that we could do in Gen 1, and then we can pass that down as like an heirloom throughout the rest of the generations. I think that would be super, super sweet. Okay, so Knox, we are going to go home, my friend. Let me actually come over here. I want to collect. We have a few of these random, what are they called? Soy plants. We have a few of these random soy plants around the world, so we can collect those to get some of the wax for our candles. And then Yasmin is reaching out to us. You've got quite the personality, Nick. Is it? Yeah, she's asking us to be in a job. I don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and send Nick home and just have her come and clean herself up and get some food. I think I pushed her. I hope not too far. I don't want anything to happen to her, and she is super, super sick. And I know sometimes this healthcare redux can be a little unforgiving with the diseases. I've definitely lost more than one sim to sickness. Look at them. I just love them. They are all so, so sweet. They're just such a wholesome little family unit. I can't get enough of them. Something else that I really want to do is I want to say that we had done a lot to the world around us in like the earlier episodes, and it was not this disgusting. I definitely want to kind of fix up the world again. I think that's such a fun aspect of the first generation of Whimsy, and I kind of don't want them to be living in this trash hole. So I don't know when, so it looks like we actually can vote on some neighborhood action plans. So let me have her, she didn't actually even clean herself, did she? Nikki, oh my gosh, I love how the Sims do not listen to you, ever. Go and finish and take your shower, you stinky horse. Now, we're going to come over here and have her vote on a neighborhood action plan. Oh, I love her toots. That's so weird to say, but I love her. Why? What is going on? Oh my gosh, guys. So I have to jump in here real quick while I like literally fight for my life with Nick and her freaking routing errors. But it looks like Forrest is starting work on Gen 2. So he got the acquired, the research, and debate skills. So I think he's actually doing his homework right now, isn't he? Yes, he is. He is doing his homework like a good little bean because tomorrow is their first day of high school, you guys. So he is getting a head start on that. And I just wanted to pop in here and be like, oh my gosh, Gen 2. I know I was kind of clowning on him being Gen 2 heir in the last episode, but I think he'll be a good Gen 2 heir, even though, I don't know, Juniper kind of also fits it. So I like quite legit think that it has been like 2 in-game hours of me or something like that, of me trying to fight with Nick to get her to get on her damn bike. And she just absolutely would not. I think she's like, girl, I have done this already in my earlier years. I don't want to do any more naps. No, I saved the planet. Okay, I did my dues. Okay, honey, come over here and I want you to vote on at least getting some of this world cleaned up. Oh gosh. Okay, so when does it end? Voting scheduled Friday 8 a.m. to Monday 6 p.m. Okay, so we do have until tomorrow. So we have Free Love and Juiced Community that are currently winning. It doesn't look like anything to clean up the world is on the board. So what is something? Would it be a green initiative? Sometimes green doesn't mean completely green, but at least a step towards it. It's time to blanket port promise with luscious plant life. With this action plan in place, we can expect to not only see trees and bushes sprouting, but we'll also see port promise eco footprint become more green as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that one. And then, gosh, she has so many influence points, 961. So I'm going to probably do like 10, right? So that's like 5 more than the top leading ones, and then we only have about a day left. So maybe 11. Let's do 11. She has a lot of them. So we'll go ahead and vote for that. Hopefully that will win. Alrighty, love. I'm going to finally stop bothering you and let you go home and take care of your needs if you want to. No, don't leave your bike. No, she just had to go like the complete most ludicrous way to get on her bike. What is up with the routing in this game? I swear, after the last update, I think the routing has that, and also just them doing things autonomously, like they don't listen. I have sent the babies to bed. They should be getting a good night's sleep for their first day of high school tomorrow. And that was kind of the idea I had for this episode, was to kind of spend the day with the teenagers, go to high school with them. I don't know if we'll be going to high school with them every single time they go to school, but I definitely want to try it out, at least kind of maybe see who they kind of gravitate towards, what they kind of get into, and just kind of spend a little bit of time with their teenage years. But we're going to let them go and get a good night's sleep. I am excited to play around with them, and then we'll just kind of hang out with Nick, I think, for the rest of the night. Do any of her plants need tending? I know I just did this in the last episode, but they look good. Okay. And then I think for the rest of the night, I'm going to probably have Nick work a little bit on her yoga. And then maybe tomorrow after the kids get home, we'll start recycling some of those. Oh, Bear, do you want a walk? I know there's so many moving parts to to this gen. I'm sorry, hun. We'll take care of you in a bit, but recycle some of those things and get her candle shop up and about. That way, for the next episode, we can go back to knickknacks and let Nick work on her shop, her life goal. Alrighty, good morning, you guys. So Forrest is the first one up. He is so excited for his first day of high school. He is just getting himself all nice and ready. I don't know if you guys had seen, but he had so many pimples. He is me to a T. I am breaking out so bad, but he did conceal them actually pretty good. He might be good at foundation. Go Forrest. So I'm actually gonna have Forrest come over here and maybe make the family some breakfast this morning. He is gonna have a lot of kids, so I think he kind of has to get pretty good about making some food. And I don't know if he actually has any skills in any cooking. No, he doesn't. So he actually hasn't. I don't think he's ever cooked anything. So he's going to make some eggs. And I did want to show you guys this. So last night, where is it here? Miss Nick did reach wellness level 9. So she only needs one more level before she has maxed out the wellness skill. And it looks like Miss Juniper is up. I'm actually just going to have her take a shower and brush her teeth and get ready for the day. Let's take a look at her wants here. So she wants to chat with Forrest. She wants to flirt with Lori. A connection can't be ignored. So go see if there's a spark. First of all, who is Lori? So Lori Key is a teen. Is Lori in her social group? Yeah, Lori is in her book club here, so that's how she knows her. They have an amazing compatibility. But my babe, but my love, she's sexually and romantically attracted to masculine Sims, so I don't know why she wants to do that unless she's just kind of experimenting. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Just for her. Oh, y'all, I thought that said ask for us to woohoo. I was okay. It's The Sims. We know all of the bugs that we have had. No, so she wants to ask her brother about woohoo. Okay, so you think Mr. Unflirty Crumple Bottom McGee over here is gonna know anything there is to know about woohoo? Yeah, ma'am. Look at her cute little, it kind of looks like a little schoolgirl outfit. I love it, except it's like kind of gothy. So they both have picked something that just like really represents them. Like, even though, again, I still stick to this, I don't think Forrest is super, super sporty. He has, I think, a Yankees that is baseball, I want to say. He's got himself like a little bomber jacket on. Okay, so I did want to talk a little bit about a comment that I got in the previous episode. One of my lovely and very sweet subscribers had actually made a really, really great observation about Forest and Juniper. Bear is hungry. Bear has food. Bear is a smart dog who can go and feed himself. So here is the comment that we got in the previous episode about Forest and Nick. It says, I feel like Forest is a class clown gesture trait, and that's why he's popular. Though while he is good at making surface level friendships, he struggles with getting meaningful connections. And that is a good reason on why maybe he no longer has any of his previous like childhood friends, which I love that there's like an actual there could be a storytelling reason why he no longer has those friends. Meanwhile, Juniper struggles with making new friends. The friends she does make are very close, trustworthy, and meaningful. This could be interesting as Forrest might have people who will take advantage of him, realizing they aren't laughing with him, they're laughing at him. And as he lets people in his circle too easily, while Juniper is cautious too, but could also just be taken advantage of even more being in the wrong crowd. So I 1000% agree with everything in here. I think that definitely does explain why Forrest is popular, or why he is in that, what is it, the social llama, cool llamas, there it is, while he's in that cool llamas social group, is because he's just such a goofball, and I feel like he kind of acts out. I think he likes the attention, I think, which is interesting because he gets a lot of attentions from his parents, but also at the same time, we have to kind of admit that Nick and Miles are extremely busy all the time too. They've got their business, they've got their garden, they've got their farm, they've got their careers, or Nick has her careers, Miles just does whatever, right? And while they love their children, they do have a lot going on. So maybe they don't give Forrest or the kids necessarily the attention that they want. And so maybe that's a little bit why both of them even could be acting out. I think we talked a little bit about Juniper acting out because of her uncle and seeing that kind of relationship between him and her dad. And then Forrest wanting that attention. You two are so sweet. But I can definitely see that. Like, I definitely can see that Forrest may not have a lot of friends growing up. He may not have a lot of those meaningful connections. And maybe his only actual serious connection is going to be with his sister and his family, and maybe not even his family, because he's not really getting along with Nick. So I don't know, we're gonna have to play around with that, and I'm really excited to kind of see. I'm really excited to develop his character. I don't personally play a whole lot with male Sims, so that's a little bit new for me, but I am excited to play with him because I think he'll be a really interesting character. Okay, so we are going to follow the kids to school. So we'll select which students to follow. So I kind of see them, of course, they're twins. So they're both in the same grade. So we're going to go ahead and follow both of them. We are here, you guys. This is Copperdale, or I guess I would like to believe that they're still in Evergreen Harbor, but it does look like we have a few things that we need to do this morning. I'm going to try and knock them both off just because it is their first day. So I think they need to both come in here. Let's sit together. Was that Nick or Juniper? Okay, so no, that was Nick. Okay, I was like, what is Juniper doing? And we do need to come in here and talk to the principal, just get our class schedule and see all of that. I was coming down here to find Juniper, and I found her in the basement cheerleading, you guys. I don't know, maybe she wants to get into some different hobbies and different things. I don't know if I necessarily see her as a cheerleader, but that is something that she is kind of enjoying right now. I do want Forrest to go and let me see here. No. Why does it take literally 50 years to do anything in this game? Oh my gosh, I know. Class is starting. Can I still come over here and... No, I can't. I missed it. You missed it, Forrest. Okay, that's fine. So he needs to get ready for class anyway. Okay, Forrest, go. You little chatty McGee. Okay, he's gonna be a little teacher's pet too. I can kind of tell that one. All right, so Forrest is in class. Where is Juniper? Okay, so she's down here practicing debate. She's trying to fight for that spot of Gen 2 air. Let's go and attend math class, love, before you get caught. Y'all, this game is so damn buggy. Like, literally, she just got into class and it's already lunchtime. Okay. Forrest? On the principal's computer? No. No. Well, I mean, okay. Do the chicken leg. That's fine. Okay. In cars. On a horse. No, okay. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's naughty. But it's getting his fun up, so I'm gonna let you do whatever you need to do. Okay, so I want them to come over here. And can we claim a locker? Yeah, I want her to come and claim a locker. Well, now that makes sense why she's going to ask Forrest about Woohoo. She wants to know what he was Googling. And then what kind of decorations do you think Juniper would have? Probably goth decorations, right? Or maybe dark academia. Let me see what the dark academia looks like. That's kind of looks maybe a little bit like... I kind of like that one. And then what about goth? I wish there was. If anybody knows if there are any like locker overrides, let me know because these suck. I think I'm gonna keep the grunge one. I think that's probably the closest to her. And then what can we do? She can plant a stink capsule in your own locker though. Okay, maybe grab an apple because she's like a little bit hungry. I want Forrest to come over and do the same. So is there any... Okay, here's a locker that is open. So let's have him come over here and claim that. Do you think he would do like a sporty decoration just again to try and fit in? I don't know. I think we're going to do that. What are you two doing? She's showing him the woo. I need to stop. I think I'm going to actually have her come over here and can she... How do you ask about Woohoo? Stories, deep conversation. Ask about Woohoo. Let's see what he says. He's like, yeah, you'll never know. You'll never guess what I've looked on the principal's computer. Well, I think I can answer most of your questions. I'm not too sure about all of them, but anything I tell you, I know is true. Don't go listening to any of those rumors. Oh, okay. So I actually think that's super sweet. Like, he is not like, even though he's like super goofy and funny, I think he was maybe just kind of Googling it to be, I don't know, almost like studious. He's just like very like, okay, so what is this all about? Like the practicalness of it, not like actually so he can do it. Forrest found some interesting ideas while researching how to improve his woohoo technique. It got his imagination going. You're so silly. Oh my gosh, look, it's a bunch of friends. Hello. Juniper, make a friend. It looked like she was actually talking to Cassandra Goth. I think that would be a great friend for her. Can we come over here and maybe compliment her outfit? It looks like everybody is kind of studying. We do need to talk to a faculty member, but I haven't had either one of them do that. And then just like that, it is time to go back to class. They haven't really gotten into a whole lot of anything today just because I don't really play with the high school years pack. I just think that going to school with them is kind of boring sometimes. Okay, love. Go and take yourself a seat. And we are in, what class are we in, actually? We are in science class. Okay, Forrest, you'll like that. You'll like some science. I remember back when I used to have the hobbies mod in, that was one of his, like, true hobbies, or one of his main interests was science. Cutie patootie, and it looks like his acne is out of control again. Shared knowledge. Forrest might not be an expert in the subject, but at least he could answer a few questions about woohoo from a fellow teen. It's better not to get information from suspicious rumors. Yeah, he wants his sister, who is probably more interested in that sort of thing, to make informed decisions. I don't know if Juniper would be interested in dating or having a first kiss or woohoo or anything like that in her teen years. We'll have to see if she actually ends up liking anybody. PA announcements. The PAA loudly chirps on for some announcements. Forrest doesn't really care to hear about the weather forecast or updates to the school's social calendar. With no lessons going on, now seems like a good time to listen to tunes, listen to music, or listen to announcements. Okay, so is he gonna be a rule breaker, or is he gonna just like follow the rules and not get himself into trouble? I think he's gonna listen to some music and not necessarily in like a bad kid kind of way. Oh my god, he got attention! I thought he would just kind of like, I don't know. I didn't mean for him to get detention. Forrest slides his headphones in and begins to jam out. It's unsure if the desk Drummond gave it away, but the teacher immediately noticed and cut the concert short. Maybe Forrest can work on being discreet in detention. Poor baby. Is that actually... Yeah, okay, so yeah, that was actually one of his goals, so I'm glad we got that out of the way. And it looks like Juniper is doing satisfactory work. Oh, and it looks like she actually has a project that she needs to go home and complete, so we'll have her do that. So how does Forrest... Yeah, so you gotta come over here, my love, and you need to serve your detention. And I'm actually probably gonna have Juniper come and maybe meet some people. This is Louise Devaney. Can I introduce myself to you? You kind of look like our kind of aesthetic. Maybe we could be friends. No, she did not want to at all. Ooh, but you know what? Here's Wolfgang Munch. We could have her go and talk to him. I do kind of think I would like Juniper to have like a little teen romance flirtation. Like, I don't know. She's not unflirty. She doesn't mind that kind of thing. I don't know if she necessarily like gravitates towards it, but maybe she does because she finds Wolfgang pretty attractive. Girl is blind, but if she likes him, we'll give him like a nice makeover. Let's come over and maybe get to know him, see what his traits are. I know nothing about like hardly any of the in-game sims. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel that way about me too. Okay, so he is logical. Juniper has a major crush on Wolfgang. Oh, little teenage romance. Let's ask him if he has a job or if he's in any... I think it also asks, like, if they have any after-school activities. We can kind of see if he's into anything. So what do you like to do for fun? So yes, he is a high school student. That we know. Holy crap, look at their relationship, you guys. But even more so, she finds him very attractive and they have good compatibility. Let's see. They also... Juniper's first sentiments about Wolfgang is emotionally expressive. Who knows what that means? He doesn't look like he would be emotionally expressive, but maybe that's just me being just judgmental. But he thinks that she's in dreamland. So the Sims appeared to be a little bit in their own bubble of imagination, a dreamland of sorts. Well, I mean, is that such a bad thing? Y'all, what is with these teenagers? They are discovering themselves. You guys. Okay, so I'm going to probably maybe send Juniper home. I cannot. Why does she have to serve detention? Did you just skip detention? No. Okay, so detention's over, I think. Okay, so but I can't leave until 8 minutes left. Well, despite the fact that he did get detention, Forrest turned in some good work and took some good notes today. So he actually ended up doing a lot better than Juniper did. Alrighty, now that the babies are home, I'm just going to have each one of them come and work on some homework. They do need to get their needs up just a little bit, or at least Forrest does. But it does look like Juniper has this project here, so she needs to come. I think she's going to work carefully. Like, they're both rather studious. Like, I don't think either one of them is... Well, Juniper might be a little bit more rebellious in terms of like maybe sneaking out and maybe not hanging out with the best crowd. She doesn't not care about school. Like, I think she'll do decent in terms of her grades. Oh my gosh, and it looks like Miles has already made the family dinner, so there is dinner ready for them once they are done with their schooling. I'm gonna have her come and feed the bear before he starts freaking out, and I'm gonna get them in actual people clothes because they have been in their PJs all day. So let's come over here, Miss Nick, and I want to recycle a few things. I think I am going to go ahead and recycle that bunny foot. I would much rather have the bits and bobs. And then we've got that chair. And does anybody know where this came from? Is this an update for a mod that I'm not aware of, or did this like legit come in the game? The phones that are in everybody's inventory. All right, love, come over here. And she wants to chat with Nox. We can definitely do that. She wants to dumpster dive, and she wants to harvest a plant. We can do that too. I do need maybe Miles to, we can evolve some things. Okay, cool. So Green Initiatives did win. Because of the community vote, Green Initiatives in Port Promise, these docks are about to get a lot greener. Cool. So we did end up cleaning up the dock here. Yeah, so all of that trash that was around is looking a little bit better. I think we're still pretty much in the neutral / bad eco footprint, but not super worried about it. All right, love, what did you get? So she didn't really get a whole lot, but I mean, we've got some. So why don't you come over here and make a candle? She can make a houndstooth cylindrical mold. So go ahead and make that. And I want to test my theory because she's got 1 dye and 1 soy wax in her inventory. So in theory, if she completes this candle, then both of those will disappear and that bug is fixed. Is Juniper still over here? Yeah, she's still working on her project. How cute would it be actually if Miles came over here and helped his daughter? Oh, he wants to ask Nikki about her day. I do want to work on some of their wants. I definitely want my Sims. I noticed this in my own gameplay. I just feel like sometimes, especially with challenges, I tend to just focus on the challenge rules and not so much like the quality of my Sims lives and like what they actually want. So I don't want to get in that habit of just not doing what they want. I actually want to come in here and do what they like. Oh, Elijah, guess what? My date with Angela Pleasant went very well. Cool. What if he ended up getting with Angela Pleasant and they ended up having some kids? That'd be so cute. That might be good for him. He might actually, I don't know, do something with his life instead of whatever it is that Elijah does. Forrest is gonna clean up some of these dishes for Mom. Get the house all nice and tidy. They are really good kids, not only in school and things like that, but they also just really help out around the house. And it looks like they got a sentiment, Juniper and Miles. I really think that these two are probably the closest of the family. Like, she loves her daddy so much, and that is his little girl. I do think Forrest needs to come over here and maybe tell his mom that he got detention. I don't know if either one, Miles or Nick, would like discipline him, but let's deep conversation, and that will be him. Can you not actually talk while you're doing candles? That's so weird. That will be him telling her like, hey, I got detention. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I just don't like that they have a difficult dynamic. I really don't want that. And I don't like the fact that they have a bad compatibility either. That makes me really sad. But I do want to see if maybe under parenting... Oh my gosh, yes, she can. Can't she? Yeah. Okay, so would she be calm? So ask not to get detention, hug it out over getting detention. Firm, express disappointment for getting detention, tell not to get detention. Give time out, or ground, or would she yell at him? She definitely wouldn't yell at him. And I don't know, on his first, I mean, this is his first day of high school and this man is getting detention. Come on. But his first time getting in trouble, would she actually go with like giving him a timeout or grounding him? Maybe let's just express disappointment. Like, you know, this isn't you, Forrest. Why are you acting out like this? You've never gotten in trouble like this before. What is going on? Okay, so she finished her project. Let's make sure that we come over here and put that in her inventory. Now, if they have a project, they don't actually have to. Yeah, they don't have to do any sort of homework. So I need her to come over here. Is there still steak? Wait, whose food is that? Is that Nick's? Did she? Yeah, that's Nick. She just kind of munched on it a little bit. So I'm going to have Juniper come over here and eat. And then maybe we can listen to some music while we eat. She likes electronica and spooky. So why don't we change and do electronica? I don't even know what that sounds like. Let's hear. Okay, that's kind of pretty. Forrest is out. He is ready to go to bed. He has had such a long day. Okay, so social bunny. That is kind of a big part of a teenage life, but would either one of them really be on social bunny? I don't know. I don't think Juniper would. I don't think she would, but maybe Forrest would. Again, he likes that attention. He kind of likes that. He likes people liking him almost. So why don't you come over here, my doll, and why don't you finish your steak? And then we'll have Miles potentially put away. I noticed that Nick and Miles their romance is kind of depleting. So I don't want that at all. I'm going to come over here and we're going to get a little bit of some flirts on. I don't want like, that is a big hit. Oh my gosh. So why don't we appreciate her for all the little things and we can profess our love to her. And then we may just have to end up ending the day and the part with some woohoo. Oh, he did want to come over here and ask her about her day, even though I think they spent most of the day with each other. Like, neither one of them goes out and does anything. So, honey, I think you kind of know what her day was like. Does she want to do anything with him? She does want to go and harvest the plants, which her energy is usually pretty high always. So I don't think that we really have to worry about her going to bed anytime soon. We do have some bills here that we need to pay, so I'm going to have Miles come over here and pay everything. Is that all that was in there? Yeah. Okay. I love that they have all this money. Even though for them it's not even about the money, they're happy to be living their dreams. Yeah, I need to pull this out here and maintain some of these house plants here. I love that I have to do this. Okay, so let's do that again. Maintain houseplant. But yeah, for them, it was never the goal to have a bunch of money, a big house, anything like that. They just they had certain dreams. Nick wanted a family. She wanted people to be around her. She, one of her biggest fears, I think, was being alone, ending up alone. What is wrong? Are you not able... This game, you guys. And she definitely, she met her soulmate, the love of her life, and she ended up having 2 beautiful children. So I definitely think, and best friends as well, right? So all of like the Laurent and Tinkers, I think she was able to complete that dream. And then one of her dreams was owning her own business, owning her candle shop and doing something with fabrication. And then another goal for her that she had as well was to really build up her neighborhood, right? Build up Port Promise and restore it back to its former glory. And I think we did that more so in the first stretch of Whimsy, but we're still doing that too here. Do our bugs need anything? Yeah, go and feed them. I know you're tired, love, and I'll send you to bed here in just a second. But I need you to take care of these crickets here. But yeah, so we're still working on that. We definitely cleaned up all the trash around here. It's looking a bit more green. I want to play a little bit more with those naps and see if there's anything else that we can do to kind of get Port Promise back to the way that was. Oh no, something is wrong with Bear. What is wrong with you, love? We can actually become companions. Go ahead and do that. I haven't actually spent any time with him today, so I want to give him a treat and give him just like a little bit of love. Nick and Bear are becoming companions, yes. Oh, we love him. And yes, we still have our Sunny Bear back here. Sunny Bear. Our Sunny Boy back here. He is still hanging out. The only thing that I think is really sad is it doesn't actually say that this is his grave, but we know that is our Sunny. That was our first child. What is wrong with you? Why are you so sad? I bet it's probably because he needs a walk, isn't it? Oh, no, he just looks like he is afraid of something. He just needs a minute to calm down. Is there anything I can do? No, probably not, but I'm going to give him a little bit of a pet. And then I want Miles to actually wake up and maybe end the night off with, you know what, Nick and Nick and Miles do best. Yeah. Yeah. Just because I want their relationship to be just a little bit better. You know, we're focusing more so now on the kids, but I don't want to neglect their relationship. Ew, look at that stinky plate. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that for y'all. I've got the twins up and they are just about ready for school. I think Juniper is going to come over here and maybe get herself some breakfast too. I think what we're going to do is maybe spend one more active day at class, at school with the kids, just to kind of see if they get into anything, who their classmates and things are like that. I think it was maybe more me than them wanting to go to school because I kind of want to get to see if Wolfgang is going to be back in class and maybe kind of see what him and Juniper get into. Oh my gosh, it is snowing. Look how pretty. Have we actually ever had snow? Does it snow in Evergreen Harbor? I don't actually know. Oh my gosh, look you guys. Okay. So it is Wolfgang. Okay. Oh, she is going right in front of him and talking to her brother. Just really nonchalant. But I think she wants to come over. Would she give him a hug? No, but maybe we would give him props and be like, hey, I met you yesterday. Yeah, you're really cool. But I don't know if he's going to talk to her because he's throwing the football. He doesn't look like a football guy. I wonder, is he in the football? Oh my gosh. I am going to have to give him a makeover, you guys. Before the next episode, Wolfgang is getting a much needed makeover because I cannot have my love be interested in this. But oh my gosh, would she lay it on thick? Right? Would she just like, okay, so we're like giving him props. Is she getting his phone number? I think I might do a little something. What is this here? Tease. She wants to tease her brother. Yeah, we can do that. Oh my gosh, he's accepting her advances. Oh, and they just became good friends. I think she really likes him, you guys, but I do think I am going to actually exchange numbers. We're going to be like, we're just flirting, just very slightly flirting with him, but we're definitely going to be like, yeah, you know, so here's my number. You know, call me. We can kind of hang out sometime, right? Is he going to accept it? Oh, he's accepting it. Do you think that he likes her? I don't know. I can't really tell. Their relationship, you guys. Holy crap. I kind of want to ask him his attraction level, like if he thinks that we're attractive, but that may be a little bit too soon. Who are you meeting? Oh my gosh, are we meeting Savannah Price? I think I recognize you. You're I think she's a cheerleader, isn't? Or is it her brother who's a cheerleader? I think it might be her brother. Mentorship possibilities. With all the knowledge gained in this skill, Forrest feels comfortable sharing this know-how with others. Mentoring something is a great way to share passion and build a relationship. When Forrest reaches level 5 in a mentorable skill or level 3 with a minor skill, he can ask other Sims or interact with skill-building objects to offer mentoring. What is he? Oh my gosh, it's because he's charisma level 5. See, he's just a sweet talker. He is such a charming little thing. Was he a charmer as a toddler? I don't know if I actually remember that. He might have been. If he wasn't, that definitely fits him. Oh my gosh, and look, we are in the same class as Wolfgang. I might actually want Forrest to come over here and meet him, though I don't know if Juniper has said anything about liking him or having a crush on somebody. And I don't think that that is necessarily the kind of person that Forrest would try to be friends with, though I think he may try to be friends with everybody. All right, so now that that class is over, I'm actually maybe gonna have Forrest come over here to his locker. Is he hungry at all? He is not, but I do want him to maybe freshen up just a little bit, just because I want everybody else to kind of go to the cafeteria, go get some lunch, because Forrest is feeling a little bit confident. And when Forrest feels a little bit confident, look at him. He's so cute. I just love him. Well, not what I had in mind, but Sydney Price, that's Savannah's brother. He's the cheerleader. And if I remember correctly, does he not also... Oh my gosh, he's attracted to him. Does he also not like men? I want to say he does, if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh, these two are growing up too fast. They're both getting interested in people, but he doesn't have a crush on him. He just thinks he's attractive, right? But he does think he's an interesting sim, and oh no, this is Sydney's sentiments about Forrest. Forrest didn't get a sentiment about him. Sydney thinks he's interesting and fun to be around. I think that checks out. But I don't think he would get. Oh, it's auditorium day. Well, I wanted to. Oh, it's career day. I said auditorium day. It's career day. I really wanted Forrest to cause mischief, but maybe we can get into some mischief at career day. Looks like Forrest just befriended a cerebral sim. Cerebral sims are gifted when it comes to endeavors of the mind. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think he would like people that are smart. So let's see what this career day is about. Off the bat, I think I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Juniper come over here and watch this presentation. She looks like a little bit sketchy. I don't know if that fits my Junie Bear, but she might be a little bit interested. Is there anybody else we haven't met yet? So there's Morgan Fairez. And then there is Greta Laurent. I wonder if she has any relationship to... Because that's their last name, right? Laurent? Yeah, Riley Finley Laurent. And Olive, right? And Jace. I wonder if she's related to them. She might be. But it looks like she's kind of chatting with Greta. I really would like Juniper to make a friend. Same with Forrest. Though I see he's just not interested in this at all, is he? Is there any career that maybe you would like? Sports, visiting professional. It doesn't actually say what career, so I'm assuming this is like the doctor career, right? Well, I was gonna have Forrest go and cause a little bit of mischief. Again, he's feeling kind of confident, so I wonder if he could come over here to the computer and do anything a little bit mischievous. Set up social media password stealer. Why would you do that? But maybe we could have him start a social bunny. Oh, hey, so this is really fun. So he can take the career aptitude test, which, I mean, we are on career day right now. So that actually makes a lot of sense. So maybe he'll do that and actually do something a little bit more productive instead of trying to cause mischief. Look at the best friends here. Oh, they're so cute. I want to talk to you. Why don't we... Can we talk about career day? What can you do with career day? Let's go and propose a crazy scheme. Maybe they'll want to get into something soon. Maybe go out and do something fun, because this career day, I am sorry, is a bit boring. We are not interested. We are 14 years old. We've got plenty of time. Oh my gosh, okay, but Forrest is finally getting to meet Wolfgang then, isn't he, if they're all over here talking together. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to him. Oh no. Oh no. Why did I kind of think that was actually going to happen? So Forrest is attracted to Wolfgang. Y'all want to be so mean to each other. No, I don't think that is a good idea. But they don't really like each other. Forrest thinks he's dramatic, and Wolfgang thinks he is annoying. And I don't think... So in the rules of Gen 2 is he can't be with anybody, or he can't be in a relationship until his elderhood. But it doesn't mean that he can't flirt, and he can't kind of just like play the field. But whether or not that would be Forrest and his character, I'm not exactly sure. But look at the lovey-dovey eyes. Did you guys see that? The way... She is so smitten. And look at the relationship. Like, I really think that we had maybe just like a handful of interactions, but I think I'm going to have her maybe just flirt a little bit more. Oh, hi, Greta. Oh, Forrest hates it. that little crumple bottom. Look at him. He just he's not having it. I've got to get some pictures. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Always taking pictures. He hates the flirts. Oh, but they've got some pink. Oh my god. Okay, so this is like the most boring career day. Like Juniper is not having it. She is bored out of her mind. Did anything come from the aptitude test? No, nothing came from the aptitude test, but he did get this witnessed crass act. Forrest just witnessed two Sims going at it in public, as there's no such thing as sanctity anymore. Honey, they weren't going at it. They literally just had like some witty, flirty banter. You go do something. Go do something somewhere. I don't know. You need to pee. Let your sister have a moment, okay? I think I want to get to know him again because we don't actually know a whole lot about him. Actually, we don't know any of his traits. And I want to say, just because, you know, this is a townie, he's not the nicest guy, is he? Oh, okay, so prom is coming up. The dance takes place on Saturday evening at Copperdale High. I think maybe we could go to this prom, or because my teenage years are like 14, 16, 15 or 14 days, something like that. They have 2 weeks of being a teenager. So if we don't go to this prom, we could probably still make it to the next prom, right? So ignore this. Forrest and Juniper do not match up. Their birthdays do not match up, but they're twins, so they're going to be aged up on the same day. Don't worry about that. But it does look like maybe they won't make it to the next prom. So I think this weekend, this Saturday is when we're going to go to our first prom. Now, do you guys think that she would ask Wolfgang, or do you think Wolfgang would ask her? I think Forrest would probably not be or go with anybody. I think that's just him. And it looks like they're just doing kind of satisfactory work. Are they both? Yeah, they're both just C students. Alrighty, guys, so this is where I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, joining me, and being so excited for Whimsy. All of your love and support in the previous episode just absolutely meant the entire world to me. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and my year-long hiatus. I'm so excited to be back. But if you guys are enjoying the series, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more episodes. I try to get a Whimsy episode out at least once a week, if not 2 times a week, depending what is going on in life. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.